Sports on Air.
Magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi kung saan man kayo nanonood sa buong Pilipinas, sa buong mundo. Ako po si Ernest Hernandez ng Sports on Air at nagbabalik ngayon ang ang Sports on Air Classics Edition. Ito, sinasabi nga namin kung Classics Edition ba itong i-guess natin ngayon. But mamaya, malalaman nyo rin kung PBA legend na rin to. Two-time All-Star and Grand Slam member na rin ng Alaska. But before that, i-introduce ko ang mga rest back ko ngayong araw na to. Siyempre, ang ating PBA Encyclopedia, Mr. Emerson Colinia.
Hi, good evening sa inyo lahat and good morning kay Coach Eric and Alex Crisano. Mark, Ivan, Mark Medina, Ernest. Ang tagal natin walang classic edition . Pero this time, bumata ako ng 20 years.
Yon. Siyempre, nandyan din si Mark Sotelo, PH Sports Bureau.
Well, thank you Sir Ernest at napakasaya ko po at nakita ko kayong muli. Miss na miss ko na po kayo. Isang magandang gabi pong muli sa inyo mga kabasketball. Naririto naman po ang PBA Classics hatid po ng Sports on Air at kagaya po ng palagi kong sinasabi na ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makararating sa paroroonan. Kaya naman po magbabalik tanaw muli tayo sa nakaraang panahon ng PBA at mapalad po tayo. Napakaswerte po natin at pinaunlakan po ng ating bisita ang ating paanyaya. Kaya dyan lang po kayo at sagot na namin ang kwentuhan.
At sige, yun na nga, simulan na nga natin ng pero marami pa tayong rest back na parating ngayon, no? At isang rest back natin dito, we call him Mr. Chappy. We call him Mr. Beng Beng. Mr. Ivan Saldaheno.
Ayun, good evening, good morning, good afternoon kung saan man kayo. Ako, masaya tong guest natin kasi ito, sakto, nag-go siya UP din, so masaya to.
Yan, kaya namin tinawag siya na Mr. Chappy kasi kahit malakas ang signal niya, parang Chappy pa rin magsalita. At eto, lilipad naman tayo ng konti, no? Yan yung maganda dito sa mga sa mga interview ngayong pandemic yung mga interviewer natin, meron din tayong galing Amerika. First and foremost, Coach Enrico Quintana.
Okay, magandang umaga, magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Good to be back. Medyo nag-break kami ng konti ni Alex and first thing ulit kami rito with Ernest and the gang. So, kamusta Coach Rodney? Yeah.
Good morning.
Stay tuned guys. Good morning.
Okay, and of course, syempre, hindi namin to guest ngayon. Siya co-host namin. We call him the Dennis Rodman of the PBA. But of course, he is already the living proof, Alex Crisano.
Yes, thank you, Ernest, for having me on the show. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Magandang gabi. I want to say good evening to every coach here, every host. Let's get it on. Let's see what Rodney Santos is all about, aka the slasher, the silent assassiner. That's what he does, and it's good to see him, and it's great to be back on the show. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And with that, yan na po. Inintroduce na ni Alex ang ating panauhin ngayon. Walang iba, kundi si Rodney Santos.
Magandang gabi guys, and good morning also sa mga nasa ibayong dagat, Alex and Coach. And yun, thank you for having me. And eto siguro, nakikita ko pala kayo, masaya na interview na to.
may iniipon na nga si Alex eh. May iniipon na siya.
Yeah, Alex, I see you again. No?
Alright, likewise, buddy. It's good to see you. Still looking fresh.
Yeah, thank you. Same as you.
Appreciate it.
Sige, simulan na natin, no? Pero syempre, bago tayo pumunta sa playing days natin, sino ba si Rodney Santos, no? Paano ka ba nahilig sa basketball? Sino ka ba nung bata? Saan ka ba lumaki? At ano ba yung buhay mo nung bata ka?
Galing ako ng laki ako may Kawayan, Bulacan. And doon ako naglalaro lang din. Kung saan, siyempre, alam mo naman ng mga pag nasa baryo ka, kung saan nakakalaro, yung mga sinasabi nating hugot. So siguro doon ko nasasabing doon nahasa ng husto yung aking skills. Kasi noon talaga, wala naman tayong gadget Wala tayong cellphone, wala lahat. So ang pinaka talaga outlet mo, lumabas, maglaro. So luckily, yung bahay namin, malapit lang kami sa basketball court. So talagang laman ako ng basketball court. So nandun yung mga barkada ko, lalaro kami umaga, tanghali, hapon, gabi. So yun ang talagang magagawa. Doon ako nagsimula.
Okay, growing up, Rodney, syempre, sinabi mo nga, walang cellphone, walang ano pa nun, gadgets and everything. Talagang basketball lang tayo. Sino ba yung mga iniidolo mo growing up? Meron ka bang mga pinapanood?
Yes, growing up, siyempre, nandiyan yung Sam Lim, nandiyan sila nung high school ako, sila Bong Alvarez. Papansin mo, yung mga matataas tumalon, yung mga gusto ko kasi. Yung mga umi-eri talaga. So, well, sino ba naman hindi nakakapanood ng kay Robert Jaworski, kay Mon Fernandez, and siyempre Alvin Patrimonio because of his yung narating niya sa career niya hanggang ngayon. So yung mga tao icon na tinitingala noon, siyempre yan, sila Berhel Meneses. Watching them growing up, so inspired. Nakaka-inspire dahil gusto mo silang gayahin.
Okay, eto na nga, no? Syempre, nasa high school ka na and everything. Kailan mo nalaman sa sarili mo na, pwede ako mag-pro, magaling ako no? Magaling na ako. Nung high school ba nangyari yon na bigla mo na lang sabi na, pwede ko to gawing career?
Actually, tama yung sinabi mo kasi alam mo naman tayo, nung mag-tryout ako sa Baste, gusto ko lang maglaro And napansin ko lang na parang may potential mag-MVP ako ng high school. Tapos nag-member ako ng RPU, sabi ko parang may potential akong magtuloy-tuloy. So sana magtuloy-tuloy. And then, luckily, kaya paano naging maganda naman yung career ko from high school to college. Hanggang dire-diretso.
Ito na nga, pero kwento mo naman sa amin, paano ka na-discover ng San Sebastian? Sino yung lumapit sa'yo? Ikaw ba nilapitan? Ikaw ba lumapit? Ano ba yung naging storya mo? Paano ka napunta sa San Sebastian?
Sabi sa amin kasi yung meron kaming kaibigan, dating player ng Baste, si George Mariano, elementary pa lang siya, sabi niya kami, mag-tryout kami sa San Sebastian. Doon kami mag-aral ng high school. So kami parang di namin siniseryoso hanggang sa one day, nagpunta kami ng utol ko, walk-in lang. Hindi pa nga kami pinapapasok kasi sabi ng guard doon, wala raw practice or tryout. Pero nandun kami sa gate, marami nagpapasok ang mga player na naka-short, may dalang bag. Sabi namin, ano to mga to. So eventually, sabi ng isang guard, papasokin mo na yan, kawawa naman. Sabi ko, galing pa kasi kami Bulacan, nagbabaka sakali lang. So yun, nag-tryout kami. Actually, my first year, reserve lang ako. Hindi agad ako nakalaro ng NCAA.
Okay, Ivan, may katanungan ka sa college years ni Rodney?
Yun, sakto. Kasi you were part, at least the first 3 years ng 5-bit ng San Sebastian. So yun nga, how is it like na yung isa ka sa mga nagpasimula nung yung dynasty ng Baste noong mid-90s?
I must say na very lucky and very fortunate na mangyari yun kasi sabi nga natin, kami yung Baste yung tuloy-tuloy na first college team to win the 5 straight NCAA. So ako nakatatlo ko kasi yung last year ko dapat makakaapat ako sakali nag-skip ako noong 96 kasi may last year pa dapat ako noong 96 95 was my last year. 96 supposed to be my last playing years pero nag-skip na ako because I went for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yun nga, masaya kasi yung grupo na yun sabi nga namin habang nag-uusap kami, pagka nagkakasama-sama kami, pagka medyo merong reunion, masaya yung kwentuhan kasi when you have that special group of people na matagal yung pinagsamahan nyo because of winning a championship. Kahit saan kayo magkita, kahit kailan kayo magkita-kita, masaya yung pinag-uusapan nyo. Sabi ko nga, hindi naman, hanggang ngayon, solid pa rin yung samahan. And sabi ko nga, hindi dahil sa championship na yan, baka bihira na rin kasi siguro kami makita or baka hindi naging solid yung samahan because of that championship run, naging special talaga yung grupo. Na almost all of that lineup went to the PBA.
Mark, may katanungan ka?
Oo. Anyway, speaking of Bulacan bago ko ibato yung tanong ko, marami po tayong magagaling na basketball player na mula sa Bulacan. Meron tayong Bobby Jose. Yan si Coach Chito Victorero yan. Tsaka syempre si Ariel Voyager Berhel Meneses. And syempre, ang kasama natin ngayong gabi si Coach Rodney Santos. Coach, nakita ko kasi high school pa lang pala Basti na hanggang pagtalo ng college, Basti pa rin. So iba na yung programa, mula high school pa lang nakukuha mo na yung style ng laro ninyo. Coach, tanong ko lang, yung bang kakampi nyo nung high school, meron ba doon naging kakampi nyo pa rin pagdating ng college?
High school, college parang wala na hindi, meron kasi yung mga na-ahead sa akin kasi nung first year ko, meron ahead sa akin. Abutan ko pa siya sa college Meron naman, siguro mga 3, 2 sila. Meron ako naabutan ng teammate ko ng high school na nagsimula ako. Hanggang sa pagdating ko ng college, nandun pa rin siya. Siguro last year niya o last 2 years niya, kasama pa rin kami. So may nakasama na naman.
Okay. And Coach, kwentuhan nyo naman kami tungkol ng varsity days kasi may mga iba dyan nagkukwento na parang pagdating sa kantin, libre, may mga tulugan na minsan masikip, minsan tabi-tabi sila. Coach, gusto ko malaman, ano ba yung kwentong Basti ninyo?
Kwentong Basti, masaya kasi, kasi kasama na talaga sa players, yung libreng kain sa kantin, and yung dorm, tapos, andyan yung minsan yung VIP treatment siyempre sa mga professor, na talagang very considerate, I must say. Very hats off ako talaga sa mga professor ko nun. Kasi naiintindihan nila kami, kahit napagod. Sabi nga nila sa amin, kahit napagod sa practice or kasamang galing, basta nakikita lang nila kami sa school, sa klase, okay na So, kahit pa paano, napapasa naman. Kahit konting aral, di ba? Kasi hirap, lalo na on my part, I was practicing 3 times a day. So, RP team sa umaga, sa tanghali sa amateur team, tapos sa gabi sa Baste. So, minsan talagang dalawang subject na lang talaga napapasukan ko. Minsan katulog pa ako. And they understand naman And sabi nga nila, since I was representing the Philippine that time also, so very considerate sila and talagang very thankful ako kahit pa paano naitagas ko yung college. Although masaya, and siyempre, alam mo naman, pinakamasaya nga dyan yung nasabi nila, mas masarap ang college kaysa sa PBA in terms of playing. Which is true naman.
Yun. Isa pa Coach, isa pa Boss Ernest And Coach, syempre alam naman natin si Coach Turo Valenzuela, tubong FEU yan, varsity player at noong mga time nga napapagkampiyon niya yung FEU ng panahon nila Johnny A at saka ni Vic Pablo. Lumipat naman ngayon ng NC yan, parang UA lumipat ng NC at 5 sunod nga na pinagkampiyon yung Baste. Coach, kwentuhan niyo naman kami yung mga experience niyo kay Coach Turo.
Mga unang panahon, unang mga time ni Coach Turo, hindi namin siya mapakibagaya kasi isang darating siya, late na, patapos na yung practice. So pagpatapos na yung practice, at nakita namin dumarating sa sakyan niya, naku po, patay na. Another extension to na 1 hour, tapos na kami. So sasabihin niya sa assistant niya, ano ang ginawa niyo? Gawin niya. Okay, gawin natin ulit. So kami parang, ito yung na-pause namin. Nakapag-huddle na kami. Nakikita namin sa sakyan niya sa helika na pula. Matatandaan yun. Kung nakita namin yun, naku, patay na. Ito na naman tayo. Kaya minsan, pagka natatapos kami, hindi na kami tumatambay sa gym. Talagang pag wala pa siya, uwian na kami. Kasi ayaw namin maabot. Pag may naabutan pa tayo, stay ka na doon. Sis, wala ka na. So, okay lang. Diba? And, I must say, Coach Turo is very basic Pagkaturo niya, hindi siya komplikado. Very simple basketball. Sabi nga niya, huwag natin pahirapan ng basketball. Simple play, simple defensive style. And actually, hindi na nga, alam mo, sa sobrang lakas ng team namin yung time na yun. Halos hindi na siya nagtuturo talaga. Kasi sinasabi niya talaga, minsan pagka halftime, kwento lang to ha, pagka halftime, lalo na yung championship run namin ng 5 feet. Pag halftime, kahit sino kalaban namin. Pag lamang sa amin na like 10, lamang sa amin ng 5, 6, papasok ng halftime sa dugout, sabihin lang nun, huwag nyo nang pagbigyan, okay na yan. Pagtapos ng game, lamang namin sa kalaban 20, 25. Kasi sobrang lakas namin, not just on offense, but also on defense. Offensively, defensively. Ganun kalakas yung time namin na basta. Akala nila, kaya kami nananalo that time because of our offense. So, talagang we take pride on our defense. Hindi nyo kami basta-basta talaga tatalunin or ma-scorean. Parang ganun yung mentalidad namin that time. Those days with Coach Toro.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay. May hypothetical question ako, Coach Rodney, no?
Sige, boss.
Paano kung may time machine tayo, no? Yung San Sebastian team nyo, makikipaglaban sa San Sebastian ni Calvin Abueva, yung Pinatubo Trio, sino mananalo?
Hindi sila mananalo sa amin.
Bakit?
Kasi kompleto kami. Kompleto
Oo.
kami. From point guard to center. In time nila Calvin, well, I must say, they're not really, well, they only have Sanggalang. And, sorry, I must admit na, I have to say, kailangan ko sabihin ito. Those time,
Kwento nyo lang, Coach, kung paano nyo babantayan, sino mga matchups, anong mangyayari sa, sa hypothetical
Rodney.
game niya.
Rodney, give it to him straight, Rodney. Give it to him straight, bro. No holds ball. No holds ball.
You only have Romela Ducol and Banjo Calpito that time. And yet, no one can stop them. Yung time nila Abueva, that's Sanggalang. So, sino babantay kay Ducol and Banjo Calpito? And we have Jasper Ocampo, we have Buboy Tanige, the late Buboy Tanige, we have Adrian Morante. Those 3 point guard were the best those college days. And best shooters. And we have a forward, Brister Encarnacion, Romel Daef, diba? Well, ako, siyempre. And marami pa eh. Well, noong time nila Calvin, I must say, sila Pamboy Raimundo, Calvin Abueva, Pascual Sanggalang, Jimbo Aquino. I'm not comparing, but the talent-wise, and pagiging athletic, medyo lamang kami. Diba? So, man for man, angat talaga yung 90s. Those compared sa 2009 championship nila Calvin.
Ang sabi yung 90s team, kung gulangan sa gulangan, lalaban at lalaban. Tingin nyo ba sa physicality, sino bang kukontain kay Calvin?
Marami. Nandun si Rolly Basilides, nandun si Romel Daef. Well, Brister Encarnacion can guard him. And, sino ba? May mga iba pa kaming teammate na hindi ko can guard ay paano kina Calvin. Pero, doon sa Manila, I don't think anybody can guard Romel, Banjo, Brister, Adrian Morante, Buboy Tanige. So, talagang lamang yung tao namin.
Yan ang hindi na nakita gaano, no? How good Romel Aducol was. Kasi nung nakita na sa PBA, medyo, yung prime niya nasa NBA at saka yung great playing days niya nasa San Sebastian. Si Alex nakalaban pa sa NBA si Romel Aducol, no? How good was Romel Aducol? At kung magbabantayan sila ni Calvin, how will that matchup look like kung yung batang Calvin at saka batang Romel?
Well, kasi magkaiba sila. Calvin is more of a power forward, no, who can run. Romel who can run, pero he's a legit center. Pero siyempre sa low post, mas lamang yung Romel Aducol dahil mas malaki. Although mas malakas ang katawan ni Calvin. So, Romel kasi is not really, hindi siya talaga ano eh, hindi siya, basic lang talaga siya sa ilalim eh. Because alam mo naman sa college, nung araw, pag malaki ka, lamang ka talaga. Ngayon, ang college, kahit malaki ka, hindi ka na lamang ngayon eh. And I think anybody can agree with me on that aspect, no? Na ngayon, kailangan ng 5 nasa labas. Dati, nung college time namin, Romela Duco ng Banyo Calpito, nasa ilalim. Sabi nga ni Coach Joel Banalo sa interview, nagkasama pala kami sa Alaska, no? He was the assistant coach of Team Cone. Sabi niya, 2 lang ang sentro niya, hindi namin kayo matalo. Well, Romel kasi, kahit pulot-pulot lang that time, hindi mo siya, hindi mo siya mapipigil kasi lakas ng katawan niya. So kahit nasa ilalim siya, kadampot niya lang ng bola, andun na agad eh. Wala, kikipaglaban siya ng palitan ng mukha, ika nga. Kaya nung makita namin niya na mag-try out, kahit hindi marunong, masipag rebound, kinuha na ni Coach Turo talaga.
Okay. Coach Emer, may gusto kong idagdag sa mga San Sebastian years na yan.
Kaya, nung nakapasok ka na sa San Sebastian, no? Kapangalan ka na, in short, sumikat ka na. Yung security guard na hindi nagpapasok sa'yo, security guard pa rin ba nun?
Yes, Coach. Talaga. Talaga, hanggang sa naging idol niya na ako, hanggang sa... Oo.
Bawi.
Yes.
Pasenyas-senyas ka na lang no pag pumapasok sa gate.
Oo, minsan wala akong ID, okay lang eh.
Ba?
So,
Naiwan. Minsan pag naiwan yan.
sabi nga sa akin, buti na lang pinapasok kita, ako hindi. Nasaan ka ngayon? Parang gano'n. Sabi ko naman, totoo naman ako, kahit pa sabi ko, mabuti naman pinapasok mo ako. Kasi kung hindi, pwede ka nagcha-champion ngayon.
Baka sino nagbibigay sa inyo ng pagkain, ikaw o siya?
Ako na. Pero yung guard na yun, ano rin kasi, pasabay din minsan eh. Pagka may kalaban kayo malakas, nakipagpustahan sa kalaban. Kasi gusto niya, nag-challenge kami eh. So pagka may laban kami kinabukasan, sasabihin niya kung nakapusta ako kay ganito, pero ang pustahan niya, kasama niya lang sa guard. O nakapusta ako sa kabila, ito ganyan. Dapat talunin kayo. So kami, alam namin nalokohan yun. Pero totoo yun, nakipagpustahan siya sa labas, sa iba, para lang ma-challenge din kami.
Napakaswerte ng guardian na yun eh. Madalas kayong manalo no, nag-champion kayo. So madalas din siya magkapera no, di ba?
Oo.
Sa practice.
Oo. Pagka nakipagpustahan siya, minsan, kunyari, kalaban namin Mapua, sa Mapua siya. Pag letra, sa malakas, alam niya malakas din, na medyo papatas sa amin, nakikipagpustahan siya sa kabila. Which is masaya naman. So pagdating sa Baste, kantsawa na pagkatapos eh. Pagdating doon.
Okay.
Okay, Ernest.
Okay, punta tayo sa PBA draft, no? Second overall pick 1996. Syempre, Pure Foods ang kumuha sa'yo. Sino yung mga veterans mo nun, yung nung nasa Pure Foods ka at ano yung mga natutunan mo sa kanila?
Veterans, syempre kalakasan pa. Alvin Patrimonio, Jericho Diniera, Bong Ravena, Glenn Capasio, Olsen Racela, Dinto Pumaren, si
Albert Cabao, nandun pa ba nung ano? Wala na, no?
Wala na,
di ba?
Sino nga yun nasa UST dati? Power forward nila?
Ray Evangelista?
Hindi, si Ray, nandun pa. Isa.
Dennis Espino. Coach.
Hindi, Espino, hindi Pure Foods.
Yung Reyes.
Yo, Reyes, oo.
So those lineup ng mga veterano talaga, I idolize them. Kaya starstruck talaga ako nung madraft ako ng second pick. Kasi I get the chance to get closer to them nung pinapanood ko lang nung college ako.
And syempre, iba na yung larong PBA. Diba? Iba na yung larong PBA. Sino ang parang buminyag sa'yo sa PBA na eto na PBA na, yung welcome to the PBA moment, sino yung binantayan mong yun?
Kasi first year namin San Miguel. So nung kumata ko, nabigyan ako ng siko ni Ibes, di na dice. Talaga ako dito.
Di na dice.
So, tsaka, ano ba? Coach Frankie Lim namamatid.
Frankie Lim.
Oo, napunta ako sa Miguel siya, alam ko eh. Sino ba? Well, I was fortunate na naabot ako kasi Coach Joe. May rookie. Kasi the
Coach
following
Joe.
Coach Joe.
Okay.
Oo.
Nakalaro mo si Jawo, no? Pero ngayon sinabi mo, welcome to the PBA moment. Ba't sinama mo si Jawo? Ano ginawa niya sa'yo?
More on intimidation lang kasi si Coach Joe eh. Kasi pagpasok ko, siyempre, rookie, mabilis tayo, kondisyon. So, nung pumasok siya sa game, kasi binabantayan ako si JB kasi hinahataw din talaga JB Gayoso. Pido Harencio. Di ba? So, nung pumasok si Coach Joe sa game, isa JV, nakipagpalit agad siya kay Pido. Sabi niya, Pido, akin yan. Parang gano'n. So, ikaw, mahinahin ang loob. Uy, wala na ako. Pero, hindi naman. In fairness naman, in all fairness kay Coach Joe, hindi naman ako umabot na nasaktan niya. Pero nandun yung intimidation factor siya.
Wala namang sinabi sa'yo.
Wala naman. Yun nga eh. Sabi ko, wala naman siyang, hindi niya ako sinaktan intentionally. Wala, pero I can sense na talaga yung referee takot sa kanya.
Takot sa kanya yung referee.
Parang inaalagaan.
That's why he became a senator.
Yeah.
That's
why he became a senator.
pero ito nga, nakascore ka kay Jawo?
Actually, oo. Kasi nung nagdadala siya ng bola, sinudutan ko siya sa likod. Nung sinudutan ko siya sa likod, siyempre, diretso ko, pass break, hinabol niya talaga ako. Siguro, kung inabutan niya ako, baka hindi ko na na-lay up yung bola. Diba? Napaya siya. Oo. Sabi nga ng biyanan ko, mabuti na lang hindi ka inabot. Kasi baka pinira ka pa, bakit mo sindutan, huwag mo nang gagawin yun. Parang gano'n. Kasi ako basta ako laro lang na time, wala namang Pero siyempre, happy ako dahil naabutan ko pa siya before mag-retire siya.
Mm-hmm.
Talaga hindi mo kalimutan pala yun, no? Yung first encounter mo kay Jawo, no? Parang meron kang may sumanib bigla sa tabi mo.
Oo, tapos naging coach ko pa siya sa All-Star. So, siyempre, ikaw, All-Star ka eh. Napapuro, Jawor's ka yan eh. Sino ba naman din mag-iidolo yan? Diba? Kahit, no matter how you hate him before, pero kami mga bata na nakakita ng basketball, siyempre, you have to respect him.
So, kainitan ng yun. Kainitan ng Pure Foods sa Ginebra yung taon na yun.
Oo, tama.
Wala pa si Alex nun eh. No, wala pa si Alex. Pero the following year, kinuha ka na ni Tim Cone, no? Kinuha ka na ni Tim Cone and eto si Alex, may tanong ka ba, Alex, on Rodney, on how he adjusted maybe to Alaska under Tim Cone?
Wow. I came in the league in 2000, so when we played against Alaska, Rodney was there, and he was shifty. Rodney was a very shifty player in the triangle. Okay, he knew when to cut back door. He knew when to get a handoff. He knew how to stay in the passing lanes on defense. He was a snatcher. You know, he was definitely a snatcher. He was definitely an IQ player where he can read and already picture where he's going to be and what shot he's going to take. When he came to Ginebra, when I was playing there, I'm gonna be honest with you, and like I say, I always keep it 100, and I'm gonna say what I got to say. He used to eat up Mark. He used to eat up JJ because of his IQ, and how to play the game. You know, his experience, and JJ and Mark was still learning the ropes. You know what I'm saying? But they had their style, but Rodney already knew what to do. And Rodney was definitely one of the, wow, I can't, you can count on Rodney. You can definitely count on Rodney to get a basket off of a handoff to a screen. If he couldn't score, from the screen, he would drop pass. So there was a lot of, like you said before, the basic fundamental that he learned, he mastered that. And when you master basic and fundamentals of basketball, it's so much easier when it's just you play with players that know their roles. So he was a great addition after his years with Alaska with Ginebra. And I seen it and I witnessed it. And being the slasher and the snatcher that he helped us win He helped us win a championship. And he was there. He was sobrang masipag then. Sobrang masipag. Work ethic was talaga doon. Hindi maarte. May bangga sa katawan. May masakit. Nababalik, you know? You know, Rodney was like that. I know players that would go into practice and be like, "Oh, coach, yellow sa tuhod." Oh. And you know, they'd sit on the side. I'm like, "Come on, man, you're getting paid like $500,000 pesos." You know, get on the court, you know. And Rodney was he was an Iron Man. He was an Iron Man. And he was very competitive, and it was great playing with him. I have to say, Rodney, you know, listening to your stories about college and then your matindihan ako lahat, bro. I understand Tagalog very good.
Yeah, thanks.
You know, and the stories that I'm hearing, I never heard before. It's good that I'm here listening, and you know, I played with all the guys that you named. I played with every person that you have dropped, and you know, thank you for those years of getting to know you and actually hearing your story now. It enlightens me now. Now I have a little bit more. Well, not a little bit more. I have a lot more respect because yung nung sabi yung tatlong araw, isang araw, tatlong practice. Kami before dalawang practice and pagod ako, but syempre I like to work hard, and what you went through, I salute you, bro, and everything that you have done, and you know, your class that you came from. It was a big class.
Thank you,
Alex. And I want to say, man, listen, thank you for the years of playing with me playing with you, not you playing with me.
My part also definitely honor. You know, it's a pleasure playing with you guys. You know, it's part of the special group, special winning back-to-back championship in Ginebra.
Yes, I remember everything, Rodney, and like I said, you used to give Mark and JJ a hard time. And you used to school them, and Johnny A was there. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. See, when Johnny A, right? Was Johnny A? No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. He came in 2007.
2007. When you were there, you were hard to guard. So of course, you know, we didn't do the triangle offense, but you adjusted when Coach Tunkinson and K Dick were there, and we had our system, and you adjusted so quick that made Mark and JJ work even harder, you know. And when I was there with Ramel and Danny Siegel, Andy Siegel and Eric, and we had monster imports. It was like when you said Banjo Calpito, diba? Si Ramel Aduco. Nandiyan si Ramel, I think. Yeah, Ramel was there. Nandiyan siya. So we had 3 legit centers on Ginebra that time.
Yes.
3 legit. So when you said Banjo Calpito and Ramel, I know them. I played with Banjo. Banjo's a tough guy. You know, he's very tough. He's physical. You know, Ramel, same way. And like I said, man, it's to hear these stories that you're telling me. Oh man, I think Calvin Abueva back in the day, I don't think he'd survive. You know. It's a different game now. Calvin's good. I believe when I tell you, hands down for Calvin. I love his game. He's a very entertaining, energetic. Now he's becoming the player. He's transforming into the complete player that he has to now. But before, in the 90s, like when I'm hearing Rodney and I'm seeing some games that they keep flickering on Facebook, and I watch some. And then I just joined the Jaworski group of Robert Jaworski. I accepted it and I invite and I went and I'm watching all the clips. Now I'm watching all the clips, not just one. And I'm like, whoa. I miss those eras. Like I wish I was playing in those eras. Like but like I said, Rodney, you have been. I have to say, man, seeing you again, it brings back those back-to-back memories of how we used to, wake up. We used to see each other in the morning. One side be working, the other side would be working, and then when we would do the scrimmages, it was like, it was like I don't know you, I don't know who you are, I don't care. We're gonna win this practice, and that was the type of mentality you had to have, and it's like there's really no friends when it comes to practice, Rodney. The game, you work together, but after that, you have a couple of drinks. But it was like really at that time, it was a different culture. It was different. I don't know about now how it is, but man, talking with you brings back a lot of great memories. Back-to-back championships were crazy.
Alex, I gotta ask you this though. What was it like to be? Of course, you play center. To be
Yeah.
the receiving end of that slashing Rodney Santos
Oh.
from Alaska.
Listen. The truth is, I know that he's a great passer. Rodney Santos hindi buhaya. He wasn't a buhaya player. He wasn't a ball hog. He definitely wasn't a ball hog. There's a lot of ball hogs on the team, but Rodney wasn't one. He was very precise in his shot. He knew he practiced on those shots in practice before the game, and like we knew if we wanted to give a handoff, we would screen right away. Once if we gave him a good handoff on the high part, we knew he had an automatic 2 points. But when we did a handoff on the low part, they were going to trap because he was that quick off the handoff. So that would give the big man time to roll.
And I remember also Coach Shot Tankinsen used to tell me, you have to take more shots. Because I don't want to take more shots because in that way I would be competing with Mark and JJ who's taking more shots.
Yes.
So I just wanna
Actually, in Alaska, parang I
Accommodate.
wanted to see him take more shots. Even in Alaska, parang feeling ko he can be a 15-point scorer naturally per game. Pero yun nga, parang when I look at the stats right here, 11 points, 8 points, parang hindi yata yung naramdaman ko. No, it's like 15 points a game, but it didn't translate to the numbers.
Those are 15 important points that help, those are guaranteed points that can help us get up. That gives confidence to a team that if you can do that and your shot. So you haven't taken your shot the first quarter, the second quarter, but the third quarter you take your shot. The fourth quarter you take your shot. Rodney was like that type of play that we can actually count on him. And as much as JJ and Mark were the Fast and the Furious, Fearless is with Ronald Tubin. With them, with Rodney there, it was more of Rodney was going to pass accurate. His accuracy passing, he was going to pass it. If you're open, he's kicking it to you. Definitely. And one thing we can count on Rodney was that he would never get tired.
Yun nga parang hindi napapagod talaga
He would never get tired. Never.
Follow ko.
Kailan nangyari tong work ethic na to? Was it in Alaska na nakita mo yung ganitong work ethic na develop mo, Rodney, yung ganitong work ethic? Syempre, you've been practicing with the Jojo Lastimosas, the Johnny Abarientos.
Well,
No?
siguro yung work ethic ko na-develop yan nung college ako. And then
San Sebastian, no? Oo.
tuloy-tuloy na yun, especially in my rookie year, I was handled with Coach Chot Reyes. So, I was very fortunate and lucky dahil naging coach ko like Chot Reyes na very strict. Diba? So, you have to be kailangan, masipag ka. Siyempre, as a rookie, kailangan mo magpakita. And yun nga, sabi nga ni Coach Tim, in one of our team meeting, sabi niya, one thing he likes about me is my work ethic daw. So, sa akin naman, hindi ko na napapansin. Basta ako, sabi ko, trabaho lang, practice lang.
Okay. And nung pumasok ka sa Alaska, I've heard the stories, no? Ah, ano yung Johnny Abarientos during practice? Gaano ka-intense yung Johnny Abarientos nung sa practice?
Masarap lang sa Alaska kasi Jojo Lastimos, uh, Johnny, those guys na talagang icon, no? Pagdating ng practice, practice talaga. Wala silang superstar status, superstar attitude na mamaya na lang ako, ano, okay lang ako, no? When you play with Alaska, that time, you feel like everyone's equal. No? Wala kang makikita ng star. Sabi nga ni Coach Tim kung ever since, kahit pagka mga interview niya, we don't have superstars. So, walang ego-ego. So, that's one thing I like about being with those guys. Natural leader and great leader on the court and off the court. Kahit hanggang ngayon, parang magkakasama kami, very close kami kasi that time, Alaska was family eh. Walang inggitan mga time na yan. So, masaya yung practice, competitive, kakapikunan, and that's the good practice. Someone, no, medyo nag-aaway-away. It's a good sign of a good practice.
Of course, yes it is.
Healthy away yun.
Alam ni Alex
Yeah.
yan.
Nagkakasarapan lang.
Oo.
Passion.
Coach Enrico, may tanong ka sa Alaska years ni Rodney? Coach?
Okay, yeah. Hindi.
Yeah.
Tanungin ko muna, dalawang questions lang muna ako. First is like, Coach, nung na-draft ka on a second round, first round, second pick, Coach, paano pagpasok mo ng Pure Foods, anong feeling nun? Parang like, kasi nakita ko, you're averaging 16 minutes per game, averaging 6 points. So, ano ba yun? Paano mo tinest yung sarili mo doon? Like, handling with this veteran players like Alvin Patrimonio, and like you said, nandun sila Edmond Reyes and all those players. So ano yung first year mo sa PBA din?
Nung yung unang practice ko sa Pure Foods, excited ako, siyempre. Diba, finally, nasa PBA na ako. So, hindi pa rin ako, kasi nung first practice ko sa Pure Foods, nakasign na ako ng contract noon bago ako mag-practice. So, sure na ako sa lineup. Ang pangalawa, siyempre, gusto kong i-gauge yung sarili ko. How would I compete with these guys na talaga nauna na sa akin? Pinapanood na natin, like Bong Ravena, Ray Evangelista, Reyes, Jake Papacio, Dindo Pumarin. So sabi ko, ang laman ko dito is my speed. So talagang ginis ko, dahil ang bata ko, siyempre, condition. Ginis ko yung sarili ko how would I, hindi ko sila sinukat. I gauge myself kung hanggang saan ako pwedeng lumugar dito sa lineup. And of course, Chotres gave me an opportunity and a green light. Gawin mo gusto mo. Siyempre, pili niya, rookie ako, so gusto niya ako pakawalan.
Yeah, kasi si Bong Ravena, coach, ang number 2 guard siguro nila noon, slasher like you.
Oo.
And siya yung talagang parang medyo moldy na doon. Kasi si Olsen, yung dating niya doon, medyo ano-ano na yun di ba? Parang paalis na sila. So kayo na talaga.
Oo. Kasi after that, kasi ang point guard nun, dalawa lang sila ni Dindo Olsen and Dindo. So sa 2 guard, ako and Bong. Mga na. So may rookie year pa lang, ginagamit na ako ni Chot. Minsan off the bench, minsan first group.
And then coach, now that's I'm getting to my question now for my second one is doon sa Alaska naman kasi isang taong ka lang doon Tapos kinuha ka ngayon sa Alaska with the entire group of Johnny A, Hawk Bong, and then pero na-acquire nila si Kenneth Dorendes with another slasher like you. So nasa 6-man ngayon ng rotation from the Pure Foods na medyo okay yung playing time mo siguro doon, mga isang taon na lang, parang talagang nandun ka na sa 5 rotation, pero tinest ka nila for a lesser minutes naman dito sa Alaska. So, but still, that's the prime ng Alaska when you came in.
That was the hardest part sa simula kasi pagdating ko ng Alaska, Siyempre, gusto ko magpakita. Nandun yung I can compete, di ba? Kaya kong gawin yun. Siyempre, feeling ko, that time, siyempre, bata ako. Kaya kong gawin yung ginagawa ni Johnny, yung score. Nandun yung pride ko na MVP ako ng college, sikat ako ng college, ganyan, amateur, Philippine team, everything. So, nakikipag-compete ako kay Jojo, lahat. Which is, sabi nga ni Ernest, bakit iba yung average ko ng college sa Alaska? Kasi that time, kung nakikipaglaban ako sa scoring sa Alaska, at the same time, nangangapa ako paano mag-coach sa isang Amerikano.
Yeah, ikaw.
So, naging mahirap sa akin kasi hindi ko pa siya makabisado eh. So, that time, nung nakikipag-compete ako, kung may playing time, which is, I realized mali pala. I had to sit back and let, Johnny, Jojo, nandyan yung mga veterano, na they can do everything kasi yung that ng kong sistema is gano'n eh. I have to fit in to their system if I want to play. So gano'n na naging sistema sa akin coach team. At first, from pure foot playing time, averaging 15-16 minutes. Pagdating sa Alaska, my first conference ko,
10 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes lang sa Alaska eh. And every time we play, coach team will tell me, Rodney, you gotta play 5 minutes. In those 5 minutes, I want you to be productive. Do whatever you can. Make it memorable for you. So just 5 minutes. That's all there is. You have, sabi niya sa akin gano'n. So, ako, those 5 minutes, play hard ako, siyempre. Diba? So, gusto kong maging maganda naman yung 5 minutes ko na yun. So, gusto ko, pagtapos ng 5 minutes, maganda yung pinakita ko. Tapos, yun yung naging adjustment ko hanggang sa na-appreciate na ni Coach Kim. Na-appreciate na ni Coach Kim yung ginagawa ko. Hanggang sa humaba na yung playing time ko as I went along with Alaska. Kasi nakuha ko na yung role ko. Nakuha na rin ni Coach Kim kung paano akong gagamitin. So, naging maganda para sa akin. We're very confident and naging maganda yung magiging ko sa Alaska.
Okay, Rodney, ito, ano yung, gaano kahirap kunin ang loob ni, syempre, may pattern talaga si Coach Tim kapag medyo bago-bago sa team niya, talagang pinapa-observe ka niya. Gaano kahirap, paano yung adjustment mo sa sistema ni Tim Cone, and then kasi you played like 7 years sa Alaska, paano yung transition mo nun, no? Paano mo nakuha yung loob ni Tim Cone? What was the turning point?
Siguro, una, nagagawa ko yung gusto niyang gawin ko. Defensively, offensively. And sabi niya sa akin, I gave him and the team a lot of energy off the bench, which is kulang siya sa mga past few years with Alaska. And then, siguro, naging komportable ako sa triangle. And sa coach team kasi, more on mind games eh. Sa Alaska kasi, under coach team ko, you will not get tired of practice eh. Hindi ka mapapagod. But you feel like you're tired because you're thinking eh. The triangle is a very complicated offense.
Yeah, the mental. Yeah.
Kung hindi mo talaga makukuha, mahihirapan siyang gamitin ka. But if he knows na kayang-kaya mo, you run it naturally, madali para kitin ko lang gamitin ka eh. And I've seen a lot of players who come and go with Alaska, and I heard a lot about kasi hindi rin makuha yung triangle, so tinitrade niya na.
Okay, ito na, yun nga, Mark, meron kang katanungan sa Alaska years?
Oo, pero bago tumalon kasi ng Alaska 96 draft, no, I was watching a lot of NCAA, Coach Rodney. And nagulat ako kasi inaabangan ko kung saan mapupunta ikaw na 94 MVP tsaka yung 95 MVP naman na si Ruben. Eventually, nag-land kayo sa isang team. So sabi ko ba, dalawang MVP to sa Pure Foods And then the following year nga, syempre napunta ka sa Alaska, si Team Con naman hindi ka ilalagay sa Alaska niya kung hindi niya na-picture out kung saan kanya gagamitin. So baka malamang 96 pa lang gusto ka na niyang kunin. And then eventually nga pinadala si Bolado sa team ng Pure Foods. And eto na, pagdating mo na ngayon sa Alaska, 96. So ito na, nagkaroon na ng tinatawag nilang Alaska Juggernaut kasi ang bibilis niyan eh. May Johnny Abarento sa wing, meron kang Rodney Santos. 'Di ba? And then yun na nga, 96, ganong nahirapan ka ba sa pag-a-adjust mo sa triangle and nakatikim ka ba kay team ko ng mga special timeout? Ibang tatay mo siya, ikaw lang kakasarapin, hindi yung team.
Oo, marami. Oo, kasi ano eh, meron ako minsan gustong gawin na ayaw niya minsan, yung pagsundot-sundot sa likod. Pagka hindi ko nasundutan, syempre, dire-diretso ni kalaban.
Mm.
And then, lahat ng magagaling sa team, ako ang pinababantay niya. Especially with Coach Alan Kaidik.
Correct.
Sabi niya lang sa akin, just don't let him catch and shoot. One time, nakaka-catch and shoot si Coach Tim, time out siya, talaga sinabihan niya lang ako. Well, I told you. Yan. So, maganda kay Coach Tim kasi bibigyan niya ka ng kumpiyansa. Not just on offense, but also on defense. It makes you believe on your craft. You can do that. So, yung maganda yung kay Coach Tim, marami akong natututunan.
Correct.
Not just on basketball, but also in life. Discipline. No, how you discipline yourself. Practice. Without practice, no, sasabi nga niya sa amin, since we're playing that time, we're playing the whole year. Right, Alex? We're playing first conference, playing second conference,
conference, the third.
conference. So we're playing basically the whole year. So the players were exhausted. So when Alaska's winning championships after championship, so we were the last team to take a break. Lagi sasabi ni Coach Tim, before our break, for 1 month, forget about basketball. Don't think about basketball. We've been playing the whole year round.
Enjoy.
Just focus on other things. Don't do any
enjoy.
exercises.
Yep.
Just rest your mind and everything. Doon ko natutunan yun. Forget about everything. Rest. Lalo na pagdating ng next conference na a week before, 2 weeks before, tsaka pala kami po-practice. Yung ibang team, 2 months na nag-ensayo kami. Bakasyon pa. So it was kind of discipline that you have to have dahil alam niya yung bakbakan pagdating ng season.
Totoo naman yung coach. And coach, syempre with the departure of Jeffrey Carriazo noong 97, syempre kailangan talaga niya ng pamalit na Jeffrey Carriazo rin ng laruan. Pero coach, ito pabirong tanong lang Nakita mo na bang umamin si Bong Hawkins kapag natawagan ng violation or foul sa referee?
Akala ko tatanong mo kung never siya nagmura pag tinawagan ng foul. Minsan, pagka inaamin niya talaga, nakikita mo sa mapapansin mo yung mga ibang classic games ngayon, pag tinawagan siya ng foul, talagang tataas niya yung kamay niya. Yung maganda kay Bong. Alam mo, one thing I like about Bong Hawkins, napaka-competitive. Talagang makikita pag-practice, murahan dito, referee sa practice. Kasi siguro, I don't think may ganun pa ngayon eh. No, I don't know. Just speaking for my experience with Alaska, na practice competitive, which is napakaganda talaga, napaka-healthy competitive. Nakakaasaran, nakakapikunan, pero after a while, tapos at the end of the day, after practice, we're all teammates. Pero we bring out the best in each other, which is very good.
Sino mas komedyante, coach? Si Poch Wino o si Bong Hawkins?
Mas maloko
Coach Wino.
Coach is medyo, si Coach kasi, Coach is like medyo tame pa lang konti, medyo nagpipigil yan. Bong Hawk talagang mas vulgar yung mga jokes niya, yung mga patawa niya.
Kasi laging sinasabi ni Coach Poch Wino, siya raw ang first 5 daw siya pero siya ang 6 option sa offense. Di ba? Makikita mo yung mga hindi options sa offense. Pero those guys na nagsashine sa Alaska. And that's hard, it's hard. Sabi ko, I was very fortunate na sabi nga nung reporter na nag-interview sa akin before during the Alaska days, paano ko nagawa mag-shine in a lineup full of superstars. Sabi ko, I just play my role. I embrace my role. And those things that the players today don't really understand because they compete, they vying for the playing time. No? And minsan nakakasama na yun. You have to adapt to your role. You have to accept your role. Correct, coach.
Everything else will follow naman.
And coach, I remember there was a time na coach team converted you into a point guard. Ikaw na nagdadala ng bola no?
Oo, kasi sabi nga niya, triangle, we don't really need a pure point guard eh. So, nung ma-injury si Johnny, nawala siya ng 6 games. Nag 6-0 run kami noon. Yung time na yun.
Galing.
Sabi nga niya, sabi niya sa team, kasi noong mga time na yun, kahit si Johnny lang point guard, tapos si Reyes, halos si Johnny lang talaga naglalaro, di ba? So, minsan lang ako pahinga ni Johnny. So, minsan saba ako kay Johnny, minsan kay Jojo. So, minsan nasa loob, ako, Jojo, Kenneth. Kasi actually, nauna ako kay Kenneth sa Alaska ng 2 conference.
Correct. 97 Coms Cup na siya dumating no?
Oo, after na-trade sila with Dwight and Boyer.
Okay, Coach Emer, may gusto kang itanong sa Alaska?
Pwede ba balik ng konti
Okay, game.
sa Pure Foods? You know guys, si Rodney, yung first year niya sa Pure Foods, which is all Filipino, dapat nag-champion na sila ron. Medyo heartbreaking loss yun eh. Ngayon, gusto ko, Rodney, i-share mo sa amin yung ano na yun, yung pangyayari na yun against Alaska.
Yeah.
Oo kasi coach, that was the last second foul committed by Bong Ravena. Diba? So,
Anong year to? Anong year, Rodney?
96.
Anong year?
96.
Okay.
So, that was
Bata pa si Alex nan.
Oo, bata talaga.
I think that was game 5 or game 5. So, Bong Ravena reached for the ball. Sakto parating na yung Jeff Carriazo eh. Kasi inbound ni John Reyes yun. Baseline out of bounds. So, pagtanggap ni Jeff, sakto sa lubong sila ni Bong Rabs. Foul ngayon on a shooting position. Di ba parang yun yung that led to free throws by Jeffrey Carriazo na nanalo sila ng I think 1 point. We were up by 1 that time. No, wala nang oras. Siguro kung nanalo kami that time, could have been game 5, going to game 6, mas maging maganda yung chance namin. Baka nag-iba yung tempo. Pero siyempre, that time, ako, overwhelmed ako kasi my first year sa PBA, finals agad eh. So parang tuntua ako siyempre. Parang it's hard na mag-sink in agad. That time kasi may rookie year, finals agad sa PBA, which is, I understand, talagang sa PBA, hirap mag-finals. Much more of a championship, winning a championship.
Nako. May follow up ako dun sa tanong ni Coach Emer. Siyempre, hindi nyo nakakalimutan yung yung parang post-game sermon ng coach. Ano yung ano yung sinabi ni Coach Chat doon? Ano yung reaction niya pagkatapos doon? Meron ba siyang tinuro? Meron ba siyang
Wala, kasi knowing Coach Chot, talagang yung temper niyan talagang grabe, di ba? Sabihin na natin, nakakaintim, kung malambot ang puso kay Coach Chot, talaga bibigay ka, mangangayaw ka. Pero may rookie year, kailangan kong timbayan loob ko eh. So, sabi ko siguro baka ganito talaga siya. Pero after that game, he's very calm. Kasi talagang best of the game, talagang, di ba? Doon lang kami natalo yung time na yan. Mahirap kasi yung umpisa pa lang talo na. Di ba? Para mo namang hindi siya pinagadaan. Pero yung time na yun, yung game na yun, talagang doon lang kami natalo. Talagang 2 crucial free throws, talagang accidentally foul, no? And wala siya after the game sa dugout, wala naman siya, hindi mo siya nagalit o ano.
Okay, Coach Emer, may dagdag ka doon na na mga tanong?
No, okay na ako doon kasi nangyari naman doon yung parang yung momentum ni Bong Rabena, hindi niya napigilan eh.
Oo, correct.
Hindi niya napigilan momentum siya, baga saan nabigla na rin siya na uy, wala na foul nadikit di ba?
Oo, kasi yung recovery niya sa backdoor ni Jeff, na late na rin siya, pero lakas ang dating niya, tumama siya kay Jeff eh.
Yes. Sabi ko, uy.
Patay.
Pero maganda yung finals na yun. Una-una, all Filipino yun, di ba?
Oo.
It was the year na nag-Grand Slam din ng ang Alaska, 1996.
Yeah, yes.
Coach, kwento nyo naman sa amin yung yung na-dislocate yung shoulder. Sino bang nagmasahe or humimas para bumalik sa dati?
Oo, kasi yun yung game na yun yung championship game na yun. Kasi pasundot ako kay Jojo, kay Jolas. Sakto naman, pag sundot kong ganon, naiangat niya na yung bolang ganon eh. So palayap na siya eh. So nagulat ako, umiga yung shoulder ko. Katabi ko si Bong Rabs nun eh. So inangat niya na yung balikat ko, na ibalik agad. Sabi ko, bakit mo alam gano'n, paano? Sabi niya, kasi nangyari sa akin yan. Sabi niya gano'n. So, ginawa rin sa akin yan gano'n. So, ganyan din ginawa ko. Okay. Ano, yun. Nung last minute, last mga 5, 6 minutes of the game, yung fourth quarter, wala na, nasa labas na ako kasi nga naka-ice na yung shoulder.
Correct. Galing pala ni Bong Rabs ah. Thank you, coach ah.
Oh,
Coach,
Ay,
Coach
ay,
Rodney, yung
yes, sir.
pinopera mo ba na right after yung injury? Pinopera mo agad o hindi pa?
Hindi. Kasi sabi ng Dr. Calas, hindi kailangan opera. Kailangan ko lang strengthening kasi mahina. So,
weights,
oo,
weight training.
Oo,
Na ganyan din yung balikat ko eh. Sabi weight training lang daw.
oo,
Yung
pala kasi
solusyon.
oo. Luckily nga, buti hindi na kailangan ng opera.
And after
Okay.
yata nung conference na yun, dalawa na naging trabaho ni Bong Ravena. No, player at saka physical therapy ng Pure Foods.
Okay, Ivan. Bigla kang umaalis dyan eh. Ano ka? May tanong ka. Oo. Alaska.
Kasi ito, I was checking the 2000 season, yung career high numbers ni Coach Rodney. Ito yung taon na saktong na-trade si Coach Jolas sa Papola. So, medyo nakatulong ba na yun nga, lumaki yung meets mo with Coach Jolas out or medyo na-pressure ka pa kasi ito, ang medyo, kahit sabi mo may Kenneth, parang ikaw yung pang secondary scorer na papay kay Coach Jolas.
Actually, hindi ako na-pressure nung mawala si Jolas. Ang na-feel ko nun, nalungkot ako kasi nasyak ako na hindi ko akalain si Jojo hindi trade ng Alaska. Diba? Who would have expect na isa sa mga...
Isa sa mga fixes ng Alaska talaga eh.
Oo. So, parang nagulat ako. I'm sure lahat kami nagulat dahil bakit? Una-una, bakit? Jojo is, still Jolas. He has more years left, di ba? And, siyempre, hindi maramang isip ni Coach Tim kung anong gusto niya. Yun lang, hindi ako na-pressure. Wala si Jojo, I have to, my time, ganyan. Sabi ko, sa akin, hindi ko naisip yun. Ang naisip ko talaga, nalungkot ako dahil lagi kami kakasama, tapos, invite si Jojo, and biglang ganun, di ba? So, ang iniisip ko, paano mo siya harapin ngayon pag nagkalaban kami? Siyempre, yung respeto nandun. No? Pag magkalaban kami, ayoko siyang bantayan. Dahil, alam mo, ayoko siyempre, you have to play hard eh. Diba? Basta, ang ano ko lang, kung merong ibang gustong bantayan, I got somebody else.
Ivan?
So how was Coach Jolas din as a friend and off the court? Kung ganun din lang.
As a friend, it's very straightforward eh. Sabihin sa'yo kung anong gusto niya, o ayaw niya.
Yeah. Ganun nga si Coach Jolas.
Yes, and maloko yan. A lot of people are saying, may abang daw si Jojo, ganito, ganyan. No. It's just tahimik lang. Hindi siya yung PR na babatiin ka, lalapit siya para makapagkwentuhan, lalo na kung hindi ka masyadong kilala. Eh, di ba, ganun yung iba, di ba? Kahit na hindi naman kakilala, pakikipag-usap.
Pero pag nakuha mo loob ni Jojo, iba yan.
Oo, okay yan.
Nauuna yan.
Oo, tapos pagka sa court naman, he's a good leader. Sabi ko, one of the best leaders I play with. No? And pagka gusto niya magpasab, papasab siya. Hindi siya yung kasi ibang player, when they're playing, hanggat maaari, they can finish the game, they'll finish the game. Eh. Ayaw na magpasab. Jojo, no, I can sense na, Tim, pasok mo na sa ganito. Okay na ako. Noong that time, bihira ka makakita ng player na gano'n.
Okay, Rodney, ito, no? Give us your, yung, syempre, maraming mga, pag sinabing Alaska, no? One of the best players that ever played in the PBA and in the franchise as well. Johnny Abarrientos. Bigyan mo kami ng storya na hindi pa nakikwento about Johnny Abarrientos.
ano ba, kasi si Johnny tahimik eh. May maloko
Oo.
minsan. And, ano ba, si Johnny naman ang gustong-gusto kong binabantayan pag scrimmage kami. Kasi magaling, gagaling kang dumipensa. Eh siguro, walang masyadong kwento kay Johnny, about Johnny dahil everything was open book naman about Johnny's career. Hindi lang nila nakikita, siyempre yung practice. But the practice is hard. Eh yun yan, nung ma-injure siya sa tuhod, yung meniscus niya, at ano, parang mina, he was out for like 6 weeks ata eh. Yun lang yung naging kay Johnny eh. Ah, wala namang iba eh. Wala namang ibang masyadong kwento. Pero dahil ang masarap lang kay Johnny, siyempre, it's very exceptional eh. Di ba? Yung height niya, the way he plays, the way he thinks, yung basketball IQ niya, di ba?
Sino hiningal sa kakabantay? Kasi pareho kayo mabilis eh.
Ah,
Sino hiningal?
si,
Ikaw o siya?
sakto lang. Kasi nung time no, medyo mas bata ako, kaya medyo mas mabilis pa ako ng konti eh. dumating, kasi siyempre, dumating ako sa Alasas, Johnny medyo experienced na rin. Pero mabilis pa rin siya. Pero siyempre, experience-wise, mas lamang siya.
Yun na nga, parang ini-imagine ko yung scrimmage nyo, no? Ikaw lang ang kaya dumikit sa kanya sa bilis eh. In that roster eh, no? Kaya siguro kayong masarap yung kasarapan ng bantayan sa practice.
Most of the time, talaga kami nagbabantayan ni Johnny. Bihira kami ni Kenneth. Kasi si Kenneth minsan saka si Jojo. Kasi si Johnny, minsan siya bihira siyang bantayan ni Kenneth sa scrimmage. So, minsan ako tsaka si Jojo magkabantayan o ako tsaka si Johnny.
At totoo ba yung may kumukuha sa kanya sa NBA? Nandun ka ba nun?
Actually, nasa amateur pa, sa amateur pa lang ako na I heard about it. Pero yun nga, sabi ni Johnny sa akin, he was invited to try out. Mag-try out lang. Pero hindi siya, parang hindi siya sinabihan na maglaro ka.
Guaranteed.
Oh, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Kaya, so, ikaw si Johnny, he made the right decision, try out. Bakit pa, di ba? Okay naman ako dito. Well, siguro kung ibang istorya, like, come to the States, I'll sign you for like 10-day contract. Oh, wow, that's different story. Diba? Even if 10-day contract, you're gonna be a legit NBA. Diba?
Yeah. And yun nga, actually bago ka namin ma-interview, si Sean Chambers nandito. No?
Oh.
Ang sabi ni Sean, Alex was there, if kung nakita daw ng Charlotte Hornets si Johnny Abarrientos, makakapasok daw siya.
Yeah, oo, totoo naman. Yung time na kabilisan, kaputukan ni Johnny, naman, no doubt. Yeah. He can play.
Ito na lang, Muggsy Bogues versus Johnny Abarrientos, sino mananalo?
Uy.
Kasi yun daw yung papalitan niya eh. Di ba?
Well, kasi iba naman kasi yung lakas ng Muggsy Bogues because he's American. Yung katawan niya, doon lang siya naman kay Johnny. Siguro sa basketball IQ, parehas lang.
Okay. Sige, ito, hypothetical na uli. No, hypothetical. Since na nung pumasok ka sa Alaska, nagko-coach na si Timcon at hanggang ngayon, nagko-coach pa rin si Timcon. Ito, tinanong ko na rin kay Shanto. Sino mananalo? Yung Alaska nyo o yung Ginebra ni Timcon ngayon? Kung magkakatapat. All Filipino muna, walang import
Walang import. I must say, siyempre, nung time namin. The Alaska.
Okay.
I agree, Rodney. I agree. Not because you're saying it and you're here, because I came in when I seen Alaska before when they had Kenneth, had JoJo, the core team, even Bong Hawkins. I mean, the guy couldn't jump for nothing, but he would get like 12, 15 rebounds a game. And it like you said, that time, you were so intact with everything. You know what I'm saying? There was no superstar. There was no. So just imagine. I would say I agree with you. Because I think Tim Cone, he started the triangle offense and mastered it.
Yes.
So just imagine that Alaska team versus the Ginebra team. Tim Cone ain't using the triangle no more. He said he don't use it no more with Ginebra. So the Tim Cone triangle offense versus the new style of Tim Cone with Ginebra. I think and I feel that you're right. Alaska would take that team.
Yeah, because
Sino matchup mo, Rodney, tingin mo? Si Scotty?
Scotty.
Mhm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And
Okay, paano mo i-ano yan? I-ano yung matchup na yan?
well, I can play him straight up. He's not that quick.
Mm.
No, I've guarded the prime of Kagiwa and JJ.
Yes.
I've guarded them during those first few years of Fast and the
Mhm.
Furious. Talagang grabe
Yeah.
kabila.
Mhm.
The one that I have, that my advantage would be my technique defensively.
Mm.
And I don't think, huwag mo kiko dito Sir Ernest But
Mhm.
I don't think the Ginebra of today knew how to guard the Alaska of the 90s. The triangle of Alaska of the 90s.
Okay, Alex,
Yeah.
ikaw ang judge.
Yeah.
Ikaw ang judge, no, Alex.
And listen,
Scotty
like
Thompson
I said,
versus Rodney Santos. How will that matchup
okay.
look like?
Who? Would you say it again? Say it again.
Scotty Thompson versus Rodney Santos. How will that
Yeah.
matchup look?
It would. Okay. The matchup. Are you talking about the game 1-on-1 or team?
Both. You may tackle both.
Okay.
Mm.
Is it
Well, on that-
1990, Rodney, what was it? 97, 98, Alaska, you said?
Yes, 98 to 2000.
Okay. With 98 referees? Kasi yung mahirap yung referees now because it's very sensitive. They're very protective. I think the referees from before, it was like when they got blinded, they didn't really call no fouls that much.
No harm.
I think, yeah, that's right. And I came in the year where that was still implied and embedded in the PBA. So if it's with the 97, 98 referees, hands down, Alaska would definitely. I mean, with the, I'm just saying, I seen the chemistry. I seen the chemistry now of Ginebra, and they're awesome. Now they got new additions. Now they got new players. Now they got the kid 34. What's his name? He's German or something? Is he German? Pringle's there. You got Jappett's still there.
Christian Stenhardinger. Yes,
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. These players now that I can say that would actually compete, but I didn't see them play yet. Then they didn't get out there and play. But yes, I would say, Rodney, you're right. I agree with you. Not because of the old school that I played in with y'all, it's because I knew that the mentality and the referee and the gameplay that years up until 2011, it changed. 2011, that's when the game changed. The whole PBA, 2010, 2000, it started changing.
Yeah.
Right. So I agree. Yeah.
Ernest, sino sa tingin mong ma-match up ngayon si Ginebra kay Kenneth Duremdes noon?
Ay, wala yan. Wala
So
bang
yeah,
match kay Kenneth.
even see Jojo, even see
Napahinga ako na malalim dun eh.
Yeah, who would match up Kenneth Duremdes of 98 MVP?
That's what I'm saying.
Ginebra ngayon. Di ba?
Mm.
You cannot put Japet on Kenneth.
Correct.
No way.
Ito yan, Bong Hawkins versus Japet Aguilar. Ano mangyayari doon, Rodney?
Kasi Bong Hawkins can play multiple position. He can shoot outside. So
Yeah.
pag nilabas si Japet, wala na silang shot blocker.
Yeah.
Libre na
So
kami.
syempre,
Oo.
So naniniwala ka matutulak ni Bong Hawkins yung 6'9 palabas?
Oo naman, malakas naman si Bong Hawkins.
Pader.
Kahit si Christian, mapabantayan ni Bong yan. Hatakan lang na upuan ni Bong yan. Parang kay Alvin yan. Diba?
Kasi kahit kunin ni Bong Hawkins si Japet, you rather have Japet shoot that outside kaysa sa poste, di ba? So,
mhm.
okay lang nabantayan siya ni Bong Hawkins.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ang hirap mo sa lineup namin. We create a lot of mismatches.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Sige, lagyan natin ng isa pang condition. May import. Justin Brownlee, Sean Chambers.
Yung prime ni Sean. Siyempre, yun tayo pa rin namin. Kasi I know Sean can guard Brownlee, pero hindi ko siya sabi may stop niya. Pero at least he can contain him. Makakatapat siya kasi Sean is fast din naman. He's not a type medyo mabagal. So at least kahit paano may iiwan man siya ni Justin Brownlee, pero hindi ganun kalayo. Pero I mean, he can match up with Justin Brownlee.
Yan, sabi rin ni Sean, mananalo kayo.
Sino pa bang, siyempre, tayo ni Sean Chambers.
Johnny Abarientos versus LA Tenorio. Ano mangyayari doon?
LA.
Laban na lang ng utak, siyempre. Pareho mabilis eh. Pareho mabilis. Utak na sila magkakatala.
Okay, sino pa ba may tanong
meron.
sa Alaska? Okay, Ivan.
You think may chance si Coach Poch kay Christian kung sakasakali, Stan Hardinger? Sila yung likely mag-matchup sa sentro.
Oo. Si Pochwinho at saka si Christian Stan Hardinger.
Yes, that's a good matchup. Kasi
Mabait pa Alex, mabait pa si Rodney,
I would say Pochwinho because he was physical. He was physical, man. I mean, really physical. Pochwinho. Yeah, he was a physical player. He liked to throw elbows. He definitely would fight back. He wouldn't take none. I got hit with a couple of elbows from Poch, and those are his last years with like Coca-Cola. When he played with Coke, I think. And he was still playing that physical game when he had to. And he make his, and it would be a good matchup. But who's taller, Poch or Christian?
Christian. Definitely Christians.
Okay.
He's
Christian.
like 6'8". 6'7", 6'8".
And Poch is 6'6".
6. Oh, wow. I didn't think Christian was that tall.
Okay,
I thought he was like a 6. I thought he was like 6'3", 6'4".
But he never played with the Luke Long or against Luke Longley before.
Oo, diba?
Oh, yeah. Luke Longley, yeah.
Oo, isipin nyo, I remember 1998, we only have Pochwinho and Kevin Ramos sa sentro, and we beat San Miguel back-to-back championship with Danny Seeger, Danny I, Alan Kayde, Nelson Asaitono, Orson Racela, R.D. Lacroix. Diba?
Kaya nga ako sa team nyo noon nakapusta ako sa San Miguel
Pochwinho lang, tsaka Kevin Ramos sa
There was a year pa yata
Halo ako sa
magkasunod
pusta.
May parang year pa yata magkasunod na parang si Pochwinho yung pinakamaraming rebound, most offensive rebound, most total rebounds in a year. Ganun kagaling. Most improved player pa yan.
Halos solo niya yun eh. Hintay yung playing position niya.
Roddy, sino mas malakas bumira sa'yo sa practice? Si Pochwinho o si Bong Hawkins?
Pisikalan. Wala masyado. Si Bong. Medyo kasi si Bong.
Si Bong Hawkins talaga, no? Oo.
Kasi, galaw-gaw talaga sa loob din yan eh.
Diba, para mapapakamot ka na lang, no? Kung ikaw kalaban, parang mapapakamot ka pag tinignan mo si Bong Hawkins, parang hindi mukhang basketball player, 'di ba? Pagkatapos Kung
Pero,
tumalon, ganyan lang katangkad yung talon ni
I
Bong
think
Hawkins.
the last time I seen Hawkins, I remember this. It was like I think it was 2007, 2008, 2008, or no, 2006, 2007. I seen him in Camp Aguinaldo. He was playing with the PMP. I was
yes,
there with a friend. Yeah, I was there with a friend, and he was playing with the other team, and he was still killing from the outside. The pump fake, the one dribble, the shot, pump fake, one dribble, shot. He was still
Simple lang
killing.
eh.
Yeah, simply long.
Simple
He
lang.
would get the ball and go like that, and if you bit, oh, it's definitely guaranteed. And he still had the shot. So yeah, and he also smelled like Yossi's. He at the time, I was like, yo, halftime, did you just smoke a cigarette, ball? It was like, yo. But it is what it is. He was still effective. Like he was basic lung, and footwork was simple. Didn't jump that high still, and he was still scoring and still good. And I'm like, this guy's built for this game. Like no matter, even if you don't even have the abilities of being like athletic, he kept it basic, and he's been effective ever since. And I was like, you can still play, Bong. He's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Good lang.
Pero grabe no si Bong no. Alamat eh no parang pag tinignan mo talaga ano eh iba eh pero bato sa loob eh no. But anyway Rodney ito na no yung parang sinasabi natin no after Alaska napunta ka naman sa Ginebra. So you played not just yan Pure Foods no na Alaska, Ginebra. Okay, describe to us those years no kasi syempre yung years na yon you were with Alex na rin no sinabing yan yung mga kapag yung mga medyo patapos ng years you're letting the younger people play, 'di ba? Yun nga kinikwento ni Alex no talagang binibigyan mo pa rin daw ng leksyon si Mark at saka si JJ sa court no. But how was those years in Ginebra no at what was it like to be on the side of Ginebra na may syempre fan favorites this time?
when I was still with Alaska, gustong-gusto ko kalaban ng Ginebra. Dahil pag tinalo mo yung Ginebra, ang dami malungkot eh. Di ba? Pagka nanalo. Those times na nasa Alaska ko, hirap manalo ang Ginebra sa Alaska. So, lagi kaming kinakantsawan ng Ginebra fan. And when I came into Ginebra, sabi ko, I felt parang you're not yet welcome with the fans eh. Kasi naramdaman ko yun na first few games ko with Ginebra. So parang hindi pa rin ako appreciated ng Ginebra fans kasi I know they hated me when I was still with Alaska. Ngayon nasa Ginebra ako. And you have to earn the respect and you have to earn the yung trust ng fans na talagang they can count on you. And wearing Ginebra is very different kasi iba yung kalaban mo sila, iba yung when you're playing with them. Ang saya pagka you play with Ginebra. Baga paka sabihin nga natin, mas lalo ka pang sumikat nung napunta ka ng Ginebra. Parang gano'n. And Alex,
kaya nung dumating ka sa Ginebra, para marami pang galit.
oo.
Marami kang pinayak ng Ginebra Ginebra fans.
Oo, noong mga time na medyo maganda na nilalaro ko, pinapakita ko sa Ginebra, doon ko naramdaman na na-appreciate na ako ng fans, nandiyan na malapit sila and everything. Sabi ko nga, iba yung naglalaro ka kalaban mo ng Ginebra, iba yung naglalaro ka when you're playing with Ginebra. Kasi, ang lakas maka-uplift ng moral eh. When you're playing with, because of the fans. Kahit saan ka magpunta.
Okay. Any questions sa Ginebra? Ito si Alex, first hand. No? Alex, what is it like nung parang when you heard the news na or yan sabihin na okay, Rodney Santos, Ginebra na.
Of course, man. You know, when you got somebody with that experience playing with such a great team before that, Alaska, we were like, we got somebody that's can come off the bench, start. It don't matter. He's gonna come off and be effective. and bring that type of playing of experience to the game. Sometimes, on the Nebra, sometimes, we had games where we just go out there and just keep running. And there was sometimes we had to sit down and pace the game and, break it down, slow it down. When Rodney comes there, of course, he changed the tempo. He changed the tempo in practice. When we scrimmaged, I was always with him on the scrimmage team. And he would change the tempo. He would definitely change. He would change the tempo. He would actually not be like running so fast. He'd be like, "Yo, guys, calm down. Take a breather, and relax. We got this." And we would change the tempo, and that would actually help. And it's just the leadership. Like I told you, when Rodney came there, and it's the truth. Like I said, I'm not saying this just because I'm here with him. I remember a lot of great times, a lot of fighting, argumental, a lot of winning and enjoying and celebrating and back to work. I remember the great things that he did as much as he did before that. And like I said, you watch when you come into the league, you got to hear about everybody, not just about the person that you play in your position, that plays your position, but you got to hear about everybody. And that's what I like to hear. I like to hear who was the tough guard, point guard, shooting guard, power forward, strong forward, center. I wanted to know everybody because I want to know what their capability and what they can do on the court. Because as a big guy, you would have a Rodney Santos coming at you after a screen. My big guy said you would have to either try to sag off or, so you got to get to know all these players, and especially with Jojo Lacimo. So how I got to know Jojo, to tell you the truth, was because when that thing with the Phil Sham. I'm going to be honest with you. When the Phil Sham thing came up and he was like the head organizer, I was like, damn, Joe. It's like, I know you ain't got nothing against me. I said, I don't know what's going on, but Joe, I said, I'm with you, brother. Like I'm cool with you. I got no beef. But then again, it's like it's part of the the growth, and it's part of ownership, and everyone has a right. Everyone has a right to say what they got to say and do what they got to do. And like I said with Rodney, it was the maturity of what he brought from Alaska and his experiences when he came there, and I know for sure Mark and JJ at that time learned a lot from Rodney too. Guaranteed. We all learned a lot from each other. It wasn't just positions. It was just personalities, characteristics, work ethics. We all learned something from each other. And those were the years where we didn't have that much of an ego, but we had a lot of pride. It's the truth. It's the truth. So that's my sharing experience with Rodney and hearing that he was coming to Ginebra.
Okay, Coach Emer, you have a question to Rodney about Ginebra.
No, iba yung sa akin uli.
Sige.
Yung the way si Rodney maglaro, napanood ko, and wearing jersey number 9. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rodney, ha?
That's good.
Ang tingin ko sa'yo, you play like Michael Jordan.
Oh,
Tama ba?
thank you.
Hanep.
I
With the shake,
Oo.
Rodney, with the shake.
Coach Rodney, you were called Michael Jordan, di ba, nung panahon ng NC? Matatawag siya, Michael Jordan yan eh. Yeah.
Kasi yung the way pag-shoot siya, kumilo, and then wearing jersey number 9, number kasi ni Michael Jordan sa ano yan eh. Sa
Dream Team.
Di ba? Dream Team. Tama ba ako, Rodney?
Yes, coach.
Yeah.
So it's him and June Limput that idolized Jordan like crazy.
What?
June Limput then. June Limput. Parehas.
Number 9.
Si June nga, 'di ba, yung pati yung pan niya dito nakalagay no?
And sometimes yung dila, I always said be careful because one time you get that dealer, someone's gonna give you, make believe they're gonna challenge.
Actually, dati dumidila rin ako pag tumitira. Simula nung nasagi ako dito, dumugo. Ayoko na gawin.
Yun ang sabi.
Ayoko na gawin. Okay, Mark, may katanungan ka?
Yun, coach. Pero coach, bago ka muna pumunta ng 2004 sa Ginebra, bumalik ka muna uli sa Pure Foods, di ba? Nag-reunion uli kayo nila Ray, nila coach.
Oo, 2003, kinuha ko kasi nag-expire yung kontrata ko sa Alaska. And then, sabi nga nila, hindi na ako ma-renew. So, kinuha ko ng Pure Foods, because Eric Altamirano, for 2 years. And yun, balik back to Pure Foods ulit ako. Nandun pa rin si Alvin, si Ray, sino ba? Si Noy Castillo,
Yeah,
and
no.
Kirby, nandun na.
Kirby, nandun na.
Si Edo Manzano, si Noy Castillo.
Oo, so, yun. Ibang pieces na yung mga naabutan ko. Si Ray na lang nandun, tsaka si Alvin yung original.
And then coach, eto na. After Pure Foods again, eto na naman, panibagong reunion na naman, but with Romel Aducol sa Ginebra. Yan.
Oo, actually, kasi I asked for a trade sa totoo lang.
Talaga? Okay.
Yes.
Oh?
And sabi ko sa agent ko, si Boss Danny, sabi ko baka pwede ako sa Ginebra kasi those time, nakikita ko lagi si Coach Alan kay Dick. Yung time na yun, siya yung coach noon eh. Nagkakabatian kami, kumusta, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, Coach, boss, sabi ko baka pwede ako sa Ginebra. So tinawagan si Coach Alan nung gabi. Hindi niya sumasagot, baka tulog na. Sabi niya, kinabukasan sasagot yun. True enough, kinabukasan, tumawag si Coach Alan kay Boss Danny. Bakit ka tumatawag? Ganyan. O baka pwede siya si Rodney, ganyan. So okay, paalam siya kay Boss Henry. Malaki daw. Pumayag agad, so napunta ako Ginebra. And then, yun nga, excited ako kasi, unang-una, yan, siyempre, magkakasama kami ni Romel, tsaka ni Banjo. Pangalawa, kakasama rin kami ni Val. Kasi kasama kami
Yeah.
sa team. So, pangatlo, how was it like to be with Mark Agiwa and JJ? Ano sila sa practice? Anong attitude nila? So, those kind of thing na kailangan mo obserbahan nung dumating ako.
And coach, from tanong ko lang kasi nung bumalik ka ng Pure Foods, coach, free agency to or trade?
Free agency.
Free agency, okay. And then coach, nung dumating ka na sa Ginebra, eto na, hindi ka gaya nung panahon ng Pure Foods, Alaska, parang ikaw yung young gunner. This time, ikaw na yung veterano.
Oo.
Diba? Kasama mo na yung mga mas bata. Kagaya ng sinasabi ni Coach Alex kanina na ikaw na yung parang leader ng mga baguhan. Ikaw na yung mga nagtuturo sa kanila, nagbibigay ng pointers. Yan.
Correct. That's why I have to sit back. No, ayoko makipag-compete. Siyempre, again, kay JJ and Mark, that's their team. Kasi that time, nandun pa rin si Vale. Prime pa rin na ba yun? Na-injury lang siya. That's why naka-enter ng playing time si JJ. Yun nga, sabi ko, I have to guide these guys na how to really win. Kasi that time, they're not really winning those peak na talagang manalo eh. Like, Alex knows that. Alex has been there. And even before, diba, nandun si Julian po, Brian Meneses.
Yeah.
So these guys, Mark and JJ, kahit pa paano, I have to guide them eh. And one thing I like about JJ and Mark, they appreciate kung ano ginagawa ko sa kanila. Sabi nga nila sa akin, as one of the veterans in this league, sabihan mo kami, masyado na kaming, rarara, the way the style of their play, talagang bara-bara eh, di ba? Mas gusto nila, mas appreciate nila na may nagsasabi sa kanila, relax, hold up, huwag masyado. Sabi kasi, they felt, yun ang kulang that time eh. Nung time na sa Ginebra na wala nagsasabi sa kanila because, baka natatakot because they're JJ and Mark. Pero yun yan, sa akin, nung masasabihan ko sila, they appreciate it.
Okay, Ivan?
Ayun. So, sakto, check ko na yung first year ni Coach Rodney sa Ginebra and you were averaging 31 minutes. So essentially, starter minutes itong nakikita natin. So, talk about that trust given to you by Coach Shot na yun nga, binibigyan ka ng ganung karami minuto sa Ginebra in your first season there.
Nagulat din ako eh, kasi ang haba ng playing time ko. And sabi ko, I have to respond, di ba? And not necessarily on scoring, but stabilize, as a stabilizer, sabi nga nila, as a stabilizer.
No.
Talaga, siyempre, sabi nga ni Coach Shot sa akin, Alam mo naman si Mark and JJ, talagang barbara yan. Pag hawak ng bola, di ba? Yung mga ganon. So I have to control them, sabi ni Coach Short. So that's why nasa loob ka. Even if you're not scoring, to help them, I guide this team, you have to stabilize, yung mga ganon. So I have said another role. So naging maganda naman. Kahit pa paano. Eh, pagdating ko sa Ginebra, we won back-to-back right away.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Okay.
Follow up about dyan kasi nga. Follow up lang. Kasi nga, sakto. Speaking of back-to-back championships, muntik na pala mag-Grand Slam ang Ginebra nun. So parang medyo hinayang ba na sa huli, nabiting kayo sa Grand Slam noong 2005?
Oo kasi, di ba? Bisa lang dumating ang Grand Slam sa career ng player. And sa akin naman, I was happy na I was able to help the team again, lalo na Ginebra, winning the championship. Kasi nung time na di pa ako sa PBA, pag nag-champion ng Ginebra nun, Jaworski time, di ba? Ang saya eh. Di ba? And now, with Ginebra, we winning the championship. So parang so surreal na, wow, ito na ba to? Parang sakto pa yung anniversary ng Ginebra at that time. No, saktong-sakto yung pagkakapanalo namin. And I was not, my first year, we won championship right away with a special group of people na walang inggitan. You know, Eric Meng was there,
Yeah.
Alex was there, Banjo was there, Romero was there, Sandy Salvacion, JJ Mark
It
Bal.
was just kalaban to uplift each other. Like I told you, it wasn't an ego, but it was a pride. It was different. There was no egos. There was just pride. We got to win the practice. That was the pride of winning, because you'd learn from your winning. You learn from losing. Who can you win with? Who you want to play with? So Coach Chot was actually, getting his characteristics of players that know how to play together. And he would know how to put Rodney in. I'm sorry for jumping in, because when he's talking, I'm imagining those times that when Rodney was there, Ramel, Kapit Benjo, and Andy Siegel, Eric Mink, JJ Mark, even Mix Nobley. It's just that when he's saying this, everything's like coming back, and I remember that's how you win. That's how you win, when you get veterans to actually slow down the pace. Just like when they got Eric Mink, he was like a veteran to me. Andy Siegel was like a veteran to me. Banjo was like a veteran. Ramel, so there was a lot of things that I learned too. You can't always keep running back and forth like a chicken without a head. But even though that was the intensity, that was good. It was a great back-to-back, man. I know I shouldn't have left and went to showbiz, man. That's the thing I regret. I regret doing that, man. I wish I could go back into time. Ask me the question. Go back into time. I should have never went into showbiz I would have had we could have had a grand slam, man. Tanga-tanga ko eh. Ay, nako. Grabe. But yeah, man. I'm sorry for getting in. I just, like I said, with Rodney, I just remember, it was, like I said, there was no ego. It was just pride. Just pride, man. Working hard, pride. No egos.
Rodney, agree ka doon? Pag hindi nag-showbiz si Alex.
Oo nga eh, sana di kayo na-showbiz kasi eh.
Yeah. Well, it's, like I said, I'm not the. At the time, back to back, I was playing my part so well. My momentum was it now I'm acquiring my character, my personnel. But okay, so when I came back to Ginebra, we won a championship.
Yes.
So that goes to show you that if I would have stayed focused, I ain't gonna lie, and sabi daw, and Rodney knows this. I was yung sa utak ko magaluhan kasi yung showbiz, yung basketball. So syempre, ano yan. Tapos si Ginebra, everything was going great, and I'm not taking the shine from Rodney right now, because he's he was basketball fermented. He was made to play basketball until he retired. I was like enjoying and learning at the same time and embracing everything because I came from New York City. I came from Staten Island. He was been playing basketball in the Philippines. So I learned a lot. Trust me. Even till now, I'm still learning. You know, sitting here and talking with Rodney, it's still a learning factor because sooner or later, I don't know. I might be a coach like him. I am a coach, but at the same time, I'm not coaching right now. But just hearing, I'm embracing. I'm taking everything in, man.
Okay. Anyway, eto no, medyo papunta na tayo sa Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coke. Yeah.
Rodney, eto na nga no. This was your final year, no? Pero alam mo na ba na ito na yung final year mo? O pinaghanda mo ba na ito yung final year mo? O may nagsabi sa yung laro o yung katawan mo nagsabi na ito na yung final year?
Yes, kasi nung kinuha ko ng Coke, although kahit pa paano ilang games nag-debut pa ako. Sabi ko, ito na siguro yung yung last hurrah. So, pero magre-renew kasi ako ng contract kasi I was signed by 2 years na like ko mag-expire na mag-extension ako. Pero sa po ni Boss JB Bailon, at time the manager of the Coca-Cola, sabi niya, mas kailangan kita sa labas sa marketing. Ang gagawin natin, magbabasketball clinic tayo sa lahat ng planta ng Coca-Cola sa Pilipinas, diba tayo? At the same time, minsan lalaro rin kayo with same perks. So sa akin, parang ito na siguro, di ba? Siguro kung tumanggi pa ako, baka hindi na rin ako ma-line up, baka nawalan pa ako ng trabaho. Siguro ito na yung calling ko. So sabi ko, I agree. That's why we called I was called the ambassador together with Coca-Cola, Kenneth, Cesar Catley, Rondy Enrile, Del Simpson, Gerald Francisco. So kami magkakasama. Mas enjoy. Sabi ko nga, masarap din pala ang retired. Di ba nakaka-enjoy? So sabi nga ni Jericho Teniera, pagka magkakasama kami ngayon, hindi lang nila alam, mas masarap ang retired.
Doon mo maiisip na ang yung conditioning ng katawan, 'di ba? Parang ang hirap pala mag-conditioning, parang hindi kayang-kaya natin 'to, pero pag medyo umabot ka na doon sa edad na diba, parang yung conditioning, parang ang hirap pala ng conditioning, hindi pala gano'n kadali yung ginagawa natin noon, parang gano'n.
Kasi may hirap na.
Pero Alex, looking at Rodney, parang kaya pa isa pang conference eh.
Yeah, he could do it. He always stays in shape. I seen Rodney because he was an ambassador. Okay, when I was with Powerade.
Yes.
He was. Yeah, see, he was still an ambassador with because boss JB was still, you know, he kept everybody like family together. So like every time once in a while we'd be practicing in Ateneo. Rodney would come up once in a while, do his little therapy, his little stretching, his little shakes, you know, and his shoots after practice. Sometimes, you know, I'd shoot around with him. Sometimes, you know, he would come with his kid, and you know, he would just be run around with his kid, training him. It's you know, being an ambassador. I wish I would have been an ambassador. I would have been an ambassador. Get ako eh. But yeah.
Alex, nakita mo ba si Rodney, no? Ngayon coach na siya, no? Did you see him na he would take this path during his kasi sinabi mo nga Rodney has been teaching the young guys in your team.
Oh yeah, of course. No, that's I listen. I knew he would do that, but I don't know he was doing it now. I thought he was still being an ambassador with JB. I haven't spoken to Rodney since 2000. What was it? 2011, 12, right?
11, 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Rodney, ito, no, coach ka na ngayon, no? Ito, lagi ko nakakausap si Johnny Abarientos, yun nga pag sinasabi lagi parang naano daw siya sa generation ngayon dahil ano daw, kailangan daw naka-gel bago maglaro. Yung mga
Mhm.
Ah,
ano masasabi mo? What can you say na eto kami noon na hindi na sila ngayon ganito. Parang OG na mentality na ah eto yung hindi na nagagawa ng mga player ngayon kumpara sa amin dati.
um, siguro kasi dati, uh, well, I will only speak for myself, no? My experience with Alaska. Uh, I earn my minutes. I earn my minutes. I didn't ask for it. Ngayon, ang mga player, they're asking for playing time. They're asking for playing time na minsan makikita mo yung mga natawag natin entitlement. Entitled sila. No? Which is, minsan yung ibang player, wala pang napapakita, wala pang napapatunayan, hasn't proved anything yet. And yet they feel like they're entitled. Diba? So, yun yung mga players na nakikita ko ngayon, most of the players na compare dati.
Okay?
Kasi
Teka,
before,
ito.
yung mga players,
Sige.
may validation eh. Diba? You have to validate kung ano ka man meron, what you're being experienced. Pero ngayon, wala pa, pero they feel like they're a star. Diba?
Okay. Okay, medyo humabol sa amin, no? Si Aldrin 3B Hoops, meron siyang 600,000 subscribers sa kanyang YouTube page. Humabol. Aldrin, siguro eto medyo may pag-asa kang humabol ng konting tanong dito kay Rodney.
Actually nga, bumata si Idol Rodney. Idol ang tatay ko nung sa Ginebra ng 2004 run nila.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yung tatay ko kasi nang babasag ng TV pag natatalo Ginebra eh. Oo, yung 2000 na ba yun? Token Tex yata kalaban nila doon.
2005.
2005 yung
2005,
wala si
yeah.
Asi. Binato niya ng binato niya ng Gen yung TV. Yung sinabi, tanong ko lang din sinabi nga ni Rodney nung huli sa mga player ngayon. So medyo kakaiba kasi ngayon, di ba? May mga mas matataas yung parang hinihingi. Pero tingin mo ba, lahat ba ng player ngayon, mga batang players, ganon? Or meron lang certain players na yung mga high rank or doon sa mga lower play, natatabunan yung mga lower player na hindi nakakapaglaro sa mga big leagues?
Siguro sa 10 players ngayon, no, siguro mga 7 o 8 feel like they're entitled to everything. No? Ilan lang talaga siguro makikita mong really working hard to earn, no, to climb na kung saan sila gusto makarating. Kasi ngayon parang easy money, di ba? Dahil parang hindi ka pa nakakalaro, you're asking for a moon, parang ganun. So, nakakalungkot lang kasi may iba talagang parang pera-pera lang. Diba? That time ako, like, I earn everything because talagang pinaghirapan ko, I must say. I didn't ask for the moon, I didn't ask for everything. Kasi pag maging maganda yung performance mo, everything else follows. That's what I believe.
Okay. Aldrin, may dagdag ka pa?
Yun lang kasi.
Alam ko sisigilin mo si Rodney doon sa doon sa TV na nabasag eh.
Hindi. Hindi naman. Baka pwede rin. Sabi ko shoutout ko na lang tatay ko. Ginebra fan yun eh. Nakita na ni Alex yun eh. Die hard talaga yun yung tatay ko ng Ginebra.
Si Aris na lang magbayad.
Oh, Alex. Kasi actually tinanong ko yan kay coach kay Coach Bo Perasol dati. Last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, no, but Aldrin, ubusin mo na tanong mo ha. Magra-wrap up na tayo na bit na. May mga general questions pa akong itatanong. Pauta na?
Okay na
Sige.
ako. Okay na ako.
Okay, Rodney, ito, no? 5 hardest players to guard sa PBA nung time mo.
Ah, kalaban, hindi ka kampi kalaban hardest to guard, Berhel Meneses, Danny Siegel, sama ko na rin, sige. Yan, si Johnny. Sino ba? May import ba kasama?
Pwede rin. Ikaw na bahala. Oh.
Lamont Struthers, Derek Brown.
Wow, Lamont Strothers.
Oh. You brought Derek Flight Brown, huh? You brought him back.
Yes.
Flight Brown.
Yeah, that's my role before guarding.
Yeah, he's pretty tough.
Okay. Ito, another question lagi naming tinatanong to. Si Alex, tinanong ko na rin dito. If we're gonna form 5 players na lalaban ngayon, no? Pero dapat naging kakampi mo. Pwede mo isama sarili mo sa roster na to. No? You can get them at their prime. No? Dapat nakalaban na naging kakampi mo dapat naging kakampi mo. Tapos ang pusta dito sa larong to, pag nanalo kayo, mawawala yung COVID sa buong mundo. Sino yung 5 player na isasabak mo doon? No, sino ang point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Pero dapat naging kakampi mo to
Point guard, siyempre, number 1. Johnny.
Matagal, nag-isip ka pa doon, no?
Yeah. He's like, separate number guard, number.
Maghihintay brand.
Yes, the prime of JJ and the prime of Johnny. So, siyempre, Johnny. Diba? So, Johnny, shooting guard.
Pwede mo lagay sarili mo.
Gawin sa sentro muna. Sa sentro, Jericho Diniera. Power forward, sa 3 position, Kenneth Durendes. 2 position, Mark Agiwa at his prime. Number 1, Johnny Barrenos. So Johnny, Mark, Kenneth,
Okay.
Alvin, Jericho Diniera.
Coach.
Is that Jimmy Alapag?
Oh.
Second group.
It's like you got off the bench.
Coach. Well, the master. We call him the master. Team Cone.
Okay. Sige, may isa pang dagdag. Kung may magsasama ka ng import, isa.
Wow.
Isang import lang. Ha?
Justin.
Justin Brownlee? Hindi mo naman nakalaro yun eh. Yung dapat yung nakalaro mo. Oo, dapat yung nakalaro.
John Chambers.
Sean Chambers na.
Yes, he's a hardworking import. Man.
Okay, ito naman. Last question before we wrap things up, no? Ito, bibigyan ka uli namin ng time machine pero hindi na hypothetical yung yung makakalaban mo. Yung Rodney Santos na nakaupo dyan ngayon, no? Papapuntay namin sa time na yung Rodney Santos na bata na magsisimula pa lang sa karera sa basketball. Yung mahihilig pa lang sa basketball, no? Bibigyan ka namin ng 1 minuto para kausapin yung batang Rodney Santos, no? Anong sasabihin mo sa kanya?
You have a bright future. Papatuloy mo lang yung determination mo umangat sa buhay. And nakikita ko yung skills mo na malayo mararating mo. And siyempre, hindi mo mararating lang yan kung hindi ka magdadasal with the help of God. Without the help of God. And continue to pray dahil yun ang magiging guide mo as you go along.
Alam mo, dapat marinig mo yung sagot ni Alex doon eh. Pero very colorful naman i-interview si Alex. Pero yun nga, pwede mo, pwede mo naman ibigay yung ano, yung mga number sa Super Mega Lotto, 'di ba? Yung mga ganon. At saka yung ano, tsaka mag-invest ka sa Bitcoin 2011, mga ganun.
Ay, talagang
You know,
gusto niya, Lord.
Rodney knows this. Money's good, and when you're winning it and you're working for it, it's good. But after that, you know, when the lights dim and it starts to go weary, and all that stuff that you chased before when you were becoming you really don't appreciate that stuff no more. For me, I mean, it's the truth. Everyone says when you get older, you're not going to chase the fame, you're not going to chase money, and they're right. I'm happy the way I am, and it's good to share. For me, it's more fun to share and have this platform. And
then
Emerson,
it's about being happy.
yes,
Yun.
yes, and Emerson knows how to be happy no matter what. See that smile? Look at that smile. And even Mark, I made you happy one time, right?
Yes, definitely.
See, I love you too, Mark.
I love you too.
Alex, but I
See
think
that?
Ivan made you happy.
Ivan always makes me happy with his videos. You kidding me? What? I like and I share. Come on, who does that? Which film likes and shares your dancing videos?
I have been
What's
inactive
the-
in TikTok recently, so I'm out of there. I'm out.
No, you're not. You're still.
You have a
still
bright
shining,
future.
Mark. You have a bright future. I see it right now before my vision.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Yeah, okay, no, lahat naman tayo napasaya, no? And thank you, Rodney, for taking time with us, no? And we will give you this time, no, to greet people kung meron kang i-promote, kung meron kang bagong pelikula. Now is the time, oh.
Kasama ko,
First of all, thank you guys, for having me Sports on Air. Had a great time, of course. First time meeting you guys, and first time again seeing Alex after so many years. And it's been a pleasure na may interview ulit. And sa lahat ng, siyempre, sa lahat ng nakikinig o nanonood, lahat ng fans ng Sports on Air, alam ko marami sila na-interview mga sports icon. And just continue to tune in, listen, watch Sports on Air. And sa lahat ng fans ko na nandiyan pa rin, thank you for everything. Thank you for the adulation. And sa mga naging teammates ko and naging coaches ko from high school to college, you've been part of my journey. You've been part of my success, my career, and all my teammates. Siyempre, it's a pleasure and honor
Yun.
playing with you guys kasi I learned a lot. And it's nice to be part of the special group of people with different characters. But at the end of the day, we are a family.
Okay, thank you so much, Rodney, no? And syempre, bigyan natin ng pagkakataon yung mga rest back ko magpaalam, mag-promote, no? Simulan na natin dito kay Mr. Beng Beng. Ivan Saldayano.
Yun. Thank you kay Coach Rodney. Ayun, dami kong natutunan, especially during the 90s. Nga, medyo yung nabutan ko ng mga taon. And yun, thank you din sa mga nandito. And promote ko na rin yung Ellis Lumpia and Cordon Blue. Ayun, sabi nyo lang. As na si Ellis, akong bahala. And yun, thank you.
Syempre, bigyan natin si Aldrin. Maski pa paano nakahabol.
Yun, salamat. Medyo nakahabol. Sorry, Idol, na late ako ng konti. Yung time talaga, nagulat din ako. Medyo nakahabol pa talaga kasi yung time ng 2000.
Kala ko maniningil ka lang ng basag na TV.
Hindi nabasag yun. Buti hindi nabasag yun.
Tayo eh.
Dito, nanalo naman kayo nun noong 2000 tayo. Salamat din sa chance. At least kahit medyo konting oras lang naabutan pa rin kita.
Salamat.
Alright, Mark Sotelo, PH Sports Bureau.
Coach Rodney, thank you again sa oras mo at medyo inabot na tayo ng umaga, so good morning night na. Well,
Thank you.
maraming
Oo.
salamat sa pagbibigay mo ng iyong oras sa amin. Well, alam nila lahat to. I'm an Alaska boy, so alam mo na, panahon ng Alaska.
Ayos.
So, thank you so much din sa paglalaro sa mga paborito kong team noon at saka mag-iingat po kayo, coach. At alam ko po, maraming mga batang manlalaro ang sumusunod din po sa inyong mga yapak at pinapakinggan ang inyong mga payo. So, maraming salamat po. At araw-araw po sa PH Sports Bureau, lagi tayong may PBA Classics.
Yo, thank you.
Ilang po.
At from PBA Classics to PBA Encyclopedia, Coach Emerson Colina.
Again, thank you to Sir Rodney sa
Thank you
oras
po.
mo. And of course, sa mga kabatch ko ng high school and college, followers na natin yan eh. Palagi nila inaabangan eh. Kaya hindi ko naman pwede sabihin lahat ng pangalan nila. Basta thank you sa pagpanood nyo. And of course, to Coach Alan Asker again, Jesse Cardenas from Honolulu, Hawaii. And sa best taper namin, si Terry Valdez. Pagaling ka. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Coach.
And of course, living proof, Alex Grisano.
Hey Rodney, definitely memorable times back to back. Even to 2011, 2012 when I last seen you, we still talked, we still chatted.
Yes.
Keep I'll see you soon. As soon as everything is over, because I'm looking to help and do what's right for the kids. The ones that need a little help, a little guidance, a little financial help to see what I can do and fundraising with Living Proof, and definitely going to stop by and see you, and get a couple pointers from you, because I believe that we're not here just because of an interview. It's there's reasons in life that you come across each other's paths again.
Yes.
So
Alex.
this as should be done. More power to you. Stay healthy and stay safe. Say hi to the kids. Dito Alex is coming home. Babalik sa buhay ng Pilipinas ng Alex Cruzano. Iba na. So
Yeah, man.
and
Cheers,
Iba na. So and I'll see you soon. God bless you and stay healthy and safe, brother. The
Thank you,
snatcher
bro.
or the slasher? What do you like? The snatcher or the slasher?
Both.
Oh, okay. You got it.
At dyan po nagtatapos ang Sports on Air Classic Edition. Not so Classic Edition kasi 90s eh. Yung mga in-interview natin sa Classic Edition, 70s, 80s eh, diba? Pero anyway, nasa 90s na tayo. Umuurong na tayo ng konti. At si Alex naging guest na rin natin dito. And with that, niyayaya namin kayo i-subscribe ang Sports on Air sa YouTube. I-subscribe nyo na rin ang PH Sports Bureau sa YouTube at 3B Hoops na rin. At kung sa mga Facebook page po namin ng Sports on Air, ng PH Sports Bureau and 3B Hoops as well, yung kay Living Proof ni Alex, no? And ako po si Ernest Hernandez na nagbibigay sa inyo ng napakasimpleng mensahe sa panahon na to, which is just to stay safe and God bless.
Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.